Hey everyone, Linda Israel here, and I am sharing a project that was thought up by Betz and it's a blog hop, YouTube hop. And the idea was she wanted us to go through our stash of supplies and find a retro prior to 2008 supply or item that we have, and I have done that, and so I'm going to share with you what I have found. So I used to be a demonstrator for TLC, Top Line Creations, and this was produced in 2005, and I've had it for a long time and I haven't done anything with it. I found some of my old Fiskar's edgers that I've had forever. I know I've had those since the late 1990s. So I've got these that I'm going to set aside and do something with, and then I've got some other things. The first thing I'm going to do is cut up some of this paper. I've got an idea of making a little tag book so that you can just flip through all those tags. So I'm going to cut up this paper, and then once I have it cut, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I've gone in and cut up some of the paper that was in that kit, and I have also cut some scraps of paper that I had in my stash. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I've created a 2.5 by 3.5 inch base, and then I've just gone down in size each layer, and I'm going to take these postage stamp scissors and cut just a smidge off of all four sides of this piece of paper. I'm just barely cutting that. Isn't that cute, the way it gives that little edge on there? I'm going to take some Distress ink and go around the edge of this. I'm going to round the corners of these, so I've got my crocodile corner chomper, and I'm just going to use the 1/4 inch side. I've got a little piece here that's going to be a journal card, so I'm going to, or a tag, and I'm going to round the corners of it as well. So I'm going to take some Distress ink and go around all those pieces. I'm going to start with adding this red to the top of this white card. So I'm just going to use the Best Glue Ever by Scrap Perfect and make a small bead of glue. It doesn't need a whole lot to get this to stick. I'm going to center it on here. I know that on this piece I don't want to glue the whole thing down. I'm going to make it a pocket. It may not get anything put in it today, but I thought I might as well have the option. So I'm just barely going around the edge with the glue, and then I'm going to lay it on top of this little card. I'm going to make this a tag that pulls up, so I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on the bottom part of this heart. Set that aside to dry for a moment. Now I want this to be a little bit of a pocket. So what I'm going to do is go around the edge of this image that was in the TLC kit, and in the kit as well were some pop dots, little adhesive things, so I don't want to have these laying around after the fact. So what I'm going to do is go in here and cut a couple of these up so that I can make a little popped up pocket on the front of this card. So now that I've done that, I'm going to take off these little backer pieces, and then we're going to put it down on top of this card. I have a little word, joy, that I cut on my silhouette. I print the words, and then I program my silhouette to cut the words out. Makes it really handy. I make a bunch of these and have them in a little storage case. So we're going to put this little word on here. I think it should go right here. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Best Glue Ever and place it right here. And I have a little bitty heart here. I'm going to use Embelly Jelly by Scrap Perfect, because sometimes when you have these little pieces, it's hard to hold on to it. You know, that's a little bitty heart. And put glue on the back side. So I've stuck it to the stick. I'm going to add just a drop because it doesn't need a lot of the Best Glue Ever. And then I'm going to stick it down on my little card here. And then this will fit in here. So not only is there a little pocket here, but there's also a pocket at the top. So if there's another piece of paper I find that I want to pin there, I can. So there's one little project. I'm going to make one more for you, and then I'll show you all 11 cards that I made from those papers in that kit. So this one, I cut some of the other papers, and then I've added some vintage page out of a old dictionary. So I'm going to trim this one and the red with these decorative edge scissors. I'm going to use the corner chomper and round the corners, 1/4 inch. Now I'm going to use the distressed ink and go around the edges. Okay, so I'm going to adhere the old dictionary and the red and the white, and then when I am done with that, I'll make the white area a pocket. I'm going to use the best glue ever again. In the kit was a little tag, and I ended up cutting it in half because I made another card out of it, and I thought this would be really cute to make a little tag out of this piece of paper here. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I want to go ahead and round the corners. Even though these are in, I'm going to round those, and then we'll put some distress ink on it. I know I want a little piece of ribbon, so I had some ribbon in my stash that I thought, well, this will be perfect. It's red and white. It'd be cute. So I'm just going to tie a little knot, and then I'll just trim the ends at a diagonal. So it just kind of has that cute little look to it. And then I'm going to take some of the best glue ever and glue it on the back side of this so that it can become a tag. So I'm going to see how far up I want to go. So I want to make what I call a belly band across this card. So the first thing I want to do is, I've got this little piece of book page that was left over, and I want to cut, one end's already got the postage stamp edge. I'm going to cut the other side so it has the postage stamp, and then I'm going to just put some distress ink on these. I've also got a little word here that is "Be Original" that I cut on my Cricut, or excuse me, on my Silhouette. So I'm going to put some distress ink around that as well. Alright, I'm going to layer these together. Put a little bit of the best glue ever on the back side of this book page strip. Put just a little bit of glue on either side there. And then this will go across to kind of make a little band for our tag. I'm going to glue down this heart that I punched out of glitter cardstock. Alright, and then there's the tag. The glue's not dry, so I want to put that in there. So there's the last one that I made out of this kit. Let me reset here and I'll show you all of the tags that I made. Okay, so here is the last one that I made. So this little tag can fit right inside this band here. And then remember, I left room at the top that if you put a tall skinny tag, you can in there. I just thought that turned out pretty cute, just using some of my supplies. And then the one before that I made, same thing. It's got a little pocket up here, and then here's the little pocket there. It's the back side. This one, I used one of the tags that was in the kit, and I just added the ribbon to it. So the tag goes into a side pocket here, and then you can write upon this little portion. This one I didn't make a pocket tag. I've got a spot here, but I didn't make a tag for it. But I did try to use all the pieces of paper as much as I could. This one was part of a oval that I cut in half and made a little tag to go in this band. And then there's also a pocket at the top as well. I kind of thought that looked really sweet like that. The little heart is a punch from Tim Holtz that I've had for a while, and I just, again, punched it out of some glitter stock. So here's another one that there's a tag at the top here, and then there's another opening there. Thought that was pretty cute too. And then this one has a tag on the side. It's just a little bitty tag. And then this one I only glued on 2 sides because I had a file folder tab or Rolodex type size or shape. And I just thought that was really cute that way. This was the other half of that label that I cut and used on one of the others. And I just made a tuck spot with this circle punch. And I don't think... Yeah, this one I glued all the way down. Oh, no, I didn't. I left an opening over here. So you can put your tag here or there. And then here's the last one. That's a little circle that I put in here. And there's also a spot at the top. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I did with retro art supplies. Some of which I know that I have had more than 10 years. If you like this, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. And if you have a challenge for me to try, leave a comment below. But definitely make sure that you check out all the others that participated in this blog hop and YouTube hop with all their retro projects, and see the links in my description box to do that. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Please feel free to share this with your friends so that others can follow along and see all the other items that were made for this retro blog hop. And let's see, make sure you subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you'll get notifications when I upload. Thanks so much everybody for watching. I had a lot of fun revisiting some old scrapbook products and making some fun little cards. And so these can go into a junk journal or into a pocket letter. There's all kinds of things that these could be used for. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye.